Hey guys, welcome back to Little Blessed Nest. My name is Stephanie. If you're new here today, I've got my little nephew Owen here. He's playing with the animals and I am about to work on this wall. Let me show you how it's going so far. I'm really excited about it. First of all, let me just show you this first. This is what it looks like in here when I'm working on a project. Total chaos, stuff everywhere, but it's okay. It's worth it because ta-da-ma-da! Look at this. My brother has been working hard up here. He got the beadboard put up down through here, moved that light switch for me over so that we could frame out the door, or so he could frame out the door, I should say. You can see this is where the light switch was right here, and it's just going to be impossible to put trim around here. So he's moved it over further so there'll be room for the trim work. Good job, brother.
Maybe if it's long enough.
Maybe.
I haven't cut the top yet. Just gonna go there. And you're gonna have one across the top. That will actually work. You want it sticking over a little bit or you want it even?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? That's gonna look so much better. I'm so happy to be seeing all this come together. It won't be long and this living room is gonna be finished. Once I get the ceiling done and the trim up at the ceiling, so good. But anyway, I'm gonna give this up here a fresh coat of paint because it's just gotten dingy and I touched up a lot of nail holes and I need to paint over that. And then down here on the bottom is gonna be Accessible Beige by Sherwin-Williams, and I'm gonna paint all of this and the door that same color and the trim. Now here is my... You like those kitties?
But I want you to take one down there to Nana's.
Take one to Nana's? They live up here with me.
Why?
Because they like it here. This is their home.
We're in a new home.
Yeah. Sit. Good boy. Give me your paw. Good boy. Lay.
Wait.
Lay. Good boy. Ain't he a good boy? You want to give him a treat?
Yeah.
Say sit, Cricket. Say, there we go. No. Oh. Well, that's one way to do it. My dilemma is this door back here beside my built-ins. Should I carry the green on over to the end of this wall and just paint this door and all the trim green and just have this whole, and this up here has to be painted too. My brother just added this trim up here. It's gonna be so good. But do I paint this all green or do I paint it Accessible Beige? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead in here and paint out all of the trim parts with a paintbrush. This is Alabaster by Sherwin-Williams. This is the same color the wall already is, but here in a minute when I start rolling it, you're going to see the difference and you're going to see just how dingy this has gotten over the last, I think we've been here about 4 years now, and it definitely needed a new coat of paint. See how, look at this. This is kind of sad. And all those little like yellowish marks are where I filled in nail holes. So yeah, man, it definitely needed it. Anyway, I wanted to answer a couple of questions that were on my last video from you guys when we went to the Gentle Barn in Christiana, Tennessee. Some of you were asking about the cows and why they had their eyes covered. From what I understand, it's just to protect them from flies and bugs and things getting in their eyes. They can see through that, so it's not like they've covered their eyes and they just wander around without being able to see all day. They do have the ability to see through that. We were a little disappointed that their eyes were covered, but I understand why they're doing it, so it's okay. They did have them on the horses also when we first got there, and they took those off, so I'm not sure why they left them on the cows and took them off the horses. I don't know, but either way, it's just for their own protection. Anyway, I said that to say also that I'm going to start posting some travel vlogs and things like that over on my other channel. I'm going to start working on that one more. It probably won't be a weekly post there, but maybe twice a month. I'm not sure. We'll just see how it goes. I just want to get that going again. Like I said, before. I know not everybody is interested in things like that, so I am going to go ahead and share that on my other channel, but I'll still share some things on this one because I don't know, I just like doing that. That's how I like to do my content. I like to put the project or whatever I'm doing, the main part of the video in the beginning of the video, and then at the end, if I have any just daily life things to share, I'll share that. But as far as bigger outings and trips, I'm gonna go ahead and share those on my second channel. If you haven't ever been there, it's called A Little Blessed Life. I haven't posted on there in quite a while, so for all of you who are subscribed there, thank you for still being there, and I will be giving you some content on that channel soon. So I have a couple of trips from last year that I never finished vlogging that have been just kind of setting in my editing software. So I want to get those finished up and get those to you guys for you to watch, because I know some of you guys enjoy that. So if you haven't been to that channel and you want to subscribe over there so you can follow that content, again, it's A Little Blessed Life. I have the link in the description box for you. And yeah, so if you are interested in that sort of content, more personal stuff, then definitely give me a follow. So I am going in here and caulking everything and filling in all the nail holes with wood filler. And then tomorrow I'm going to sand it all down because it is getting late. So I'm going to just let this all dry overnight. I have to say, it looks so much better when you do the caulking and filling the nail holes. I am guilty of not doing that in projects that I've done in the past, but I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to be a little more professional about things, and it does look a lot better. Hey guys, so it's the next morning. I've got my paint clothes back on, and I am currently working on sanding down all of the wood filler that I put on last night. Rosie's messing with my tripod here, but anyway, Rosie, she's just wanting some lovin's this morning. Yeah, I'm getting everything sanded down, and then I'm gonna go in with my accessible beige and paint this beadboard, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. Rosie, she's such a girl. She'll rub up on my leg and paw at me and want my attention, but then when I pick her up, she doesn't want anything to do with me. So she's complex. Remy is not like that. He wants my attention and he wants me to love and snuggle and, pet him. But Rosie just wants me, I guess, to give her attention from afar. I don't know. She wants me to pet her just a little bit when she gives me attention. When she gives me attention, did you hear that? And just let her be. She doesn't want to be picked up usually, unless it's late at night. That's when she's the most affectionate, is late at night. So anyway, I'm using this sanding block and just sanding this down. It wasn't working. I mean, it works, but I found it easier to use my hand sander, which I ended up doing, but I didn't get any footage of that. I took that and also just sanded down all the boards all the way across just to make them a little smoother, and so that the wood grain wasn't showing as much. I like wood grain to show more when I stain something, but I don't like it showing when I paint it. I want it to be smooth when it's painted. So I don't know. How are you guys? Do you like seeing the wood grain in painted furniture, or do you like it to look like a smooth surface? Does that make any sense? Probably not. I try to freehand things. I hate taping anything off and very rarely do it, and I find that the tape usually doesn't stick anyway. I don't know how people manage to make that work, and I even buy the good tape, and it still is just trashed. To me, I can't make it work, so I just freehand it. And yes, sometimes I have to go back and touch up, like I got a little bit on the alabaster above this board, but I'll just go back with a little paintbrush. It takes me less time to go back and touch up a couple little spots than it does to tape all this off. So that's just me. I'm really nervous to start painting this door. I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up somehow. I did sand it down. I gave it a light sanding with my hand sander. Yeah, I'm just going to jump in. I'm just going to start painting the squares, and then I'm going to use a roller to roll all the rest of it. Let's hope that it turns out okay. I'm going to take my time and give it light coats. Hopefully it'll turn out even better than okay. I personally find like it helps me to do projects if I listen to podcasts or audiobooks or have YouTube videos playing that I'm watching while I'm working on a project. It helps me to be distracted from what I'm doing. So I'm not sitting here thinking about how long it's taking me to paint this door or what I have to do next because I'm focused on something else and listening to what's going on. So if you struggle with things like this, maybe give that a try if you haven't already. And sometimes it's helpful if there's somebody else there with me to talk to, or I don't know. It's just a distraction. It's just being able to focus on something other than what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm just weird, y'all. Let me know in the comments what you do when you're working on projects. Do you listen to music? Do you listen to audiobooks? Or do you just like it to be silent? Which I know some people are that way as well. It's looking good, y'all. I have wanted to paint this door for so long and just put it off and put it off because I was afraid of messing it up. And now I'm looking at it and it's not hard. I feel like I do that a lot in life. I procrastinate and I put things off and put things off because I'm afraid of the results or afraid that it's not going to go the way I want it to go, or I'm not going to be happy with it and I'm going to have to redo it. And so I put it off, but in reality, I spend all this time thinking about it and I should have just done it and just, you're never going to know until you do it, whether you're going to like it or not. So all the time I put off painting this door, and now I'm sitting here doing it and it's not a big deal. So yeah, let's work on not procrastinating this year and jumping into the projects that we think are going to be too hard, because those are the ones that I have put off, and really the ones that probably needed it the most, like my ceiling and the trim around my living room and kitchen especially. I just knew it was going to be complicated. It's still going to be complicated, but I'm tired of putting it off. I'm tired of not being happy with the way things are with the trim and all the things. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm like this, but I am. And I'm trying very hard to push past it and to overcome it, because, I will procrastinate. I'll procrastinate on anything. Like, I will make extra trouble for myself just to put something off till later. Like, if I need something from Lowe's, I could be in town and just not want to go in Lowe's and just say, you know what, I'm not going in there today. And I have to make another trip later because I didn't just go on and go in there and get whatever it is I needed. I can't explain it, but I don't know. I've been trying my best to stop that pattern and to, when I think, I need to do this, just go right ahead and do it. I'm trying my best to do that. So, y'all, hang with me. I'm trying here. Trying to make some changes and some improvements this year. And not just because it's a new year and I have, like, ideas and goals like everybody else in the beginning of the year, but these are things and these are changes that I truly need to make in order to function better, not only just in life, but with my home and with my YouTube channel. So hopefully you guys will see the difference. Anyway, back to painting this door. I am doing a voiceover on this and watching this footage back, and that sprig of hair sticking out of my bun on the other side is driving me absolutely nuts. So I apologize to you guys if it's driving you nuts too. I didn't realize it was like that, but yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm still painting this door. I decided just to go ahead and use the paintbrush to paint it all, and that worked really well for me. I tend to do better with a paintbrush than I do a roller. So in situations where I can use a paintbrush and it's not that big of a job, I usually will choose the paintbrush, and it worked really well. It wasn't streaky or anything like that. Doing the light coats and not loading my paintbrush up with a lot of paint really worked for me. It just keeps it from dripping, keeps it from running, keeps it from getting like clumpy in the corners that can sometimes happen. But this turned out really, really good. I'm very happy with it. We're going to jump into painting this beadboard now. I am going to go in with a paintbrush and get in all the grooves, and then I'll go back with a roller and roll over top of it. So we now have this side of the wall done. My next goal is to get beadboard put up on the other side of my living room, like behind my little propane heater and behind the china cabinet that I have there. I just want it to go all the way up to my kitchen cabinets. As if my mom doesn't have enough grandkids to take care of, now this dog is took up with her. He loves his Nana.
Goodness gracious.
He is rotten. Big old baby. The walls are finally painted. You can see over here to the right. Now I'm just painting this trim. After I get it painted, I do see that it's kind of plain. So I think I want to add some smaller little strips to, I don't know, just give it a little more character. So I'm going to be going to Lowe's pretty soon, and I'm going to check that out and see if I can find something just to add to it. Maybe at the top and the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely going to be doing that. Also, I still have to add the two little 1x2s to the shelves here on the right to trim those out. I haven't gotten to that yet. My dad is really worried about that trim on them shelves. Alright guys, this is what the living room is looking like right now. It's really coming along, isn't it? I'm so proud and so happy with how it's coming along, and I'm so thankful to my brother for helping me because I couldn't have done it without him. I'm not sure I'm loving this bedroom door, this color. I'm really thinking I might should paint it the dried time as well. What do you guys think? I've been trying to style my shelves, but I'm really struggling with this side, especially the bottom one here. I just don't know what else to put on there. I would like to get maybe a couple of baskets or a tray or something. I don't know. What do you guys suggest? I do need to get more books. I've been on the lookout for some. I want to get ones that covers will look nice displayed. So I really like these over here. I picked some of these up at the flea market when I went with my mom and Chelsea. And I really like the colors, the brown and the cream. And then there's like that light green blue color. I think that looks really good. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this little midweek DIY project that I've been working on, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think and whether you think I should paint this door here green or leave it the accessible beige. You guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!